Hi, welcome to Sail Away Info Channel. Ever wondered what really keeps a massive ship and everyone on it safe out in the middle of the ocean? It's not just the steel and the crew. It's this invisible rule book. And today, we're going to read between the lines of one of the most important documents in maritime history. So, get this. How can a shipwreck from over 100 years ago still be dictating the engineering of a brand new ship's emergency systems today? It's a pretty wild question, right? But the answer is this incredible story of tragedy, of innovation, and really, it's a global promise to make sure history never, ever repeats itself. So, okay, where do all these incredibly specific rules even come from? Well, to really get it, we have to go way back to the one disaster that literally changed everything and forced the entire world to write a new rule book for the sea. And here it is, SOLAS. It stands for Safety of Life at Sea. And yeah, it was born directly from the sinking of the Titanic. It's become the absolute foundation of safety for the entire global shipping industry. We're talking everything from how a ship is built to its emergency protocols. But here's the thing about SOLAS. Its real power isn't in some big sweeping statement. No. It's in the details. We're talking thousands of them, and every single one is a lesson that was learned the hard way, dictating the design of every component on a ship. All right, let's get specific and really zoom in. Imagine the absolute worst has happened. The ship is going down. There is one piece of equipment that simply has to work, no matter what, and that's the lifeboat engine. And believe me, SOLAS has a lot to say about it. See, SOLAS doesn't just suggests that lifeboat engines should be reliable, it demands it. It lays out this series of brutal engineering challenges, and each one is a direct answer to a potential point of failure. Let's break down what these actually mean. First up, temperature. We're talking negative 15 degrees Celsius. That's 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So why so cold? Well, because a ship might have to be abandoned in the freezing North Atlantic, and that engine has to roar to life, no matter what. There are absolutely no excuses when lives are on the line. And get this, it has to start in under 2 minutes. From that frozen, dead cold state, there's no time to warm it up, no time to fiddle with it. Every single second counts when you are trying to get away from a sinking vessel. Okay, next up, the fuel's flashpoint. Now, this is the lowest temperature at which the fuel's vapors can ignite. It's a key safety metric. By setting the minimum at 43 degrees Celsius, or about 109 Fahrenheit, SOLAS makes sure the fuel is stable. It won't easily catch fire from a stray spark, which is crucial for preventing one disaster from turning into another. This is all about endurance, a full 24 hours of fuel. That gives a lifeboat a real fighting chance to reach safety, or at the very least, stay mobile long enough to be rescued. It's what turns a completely desperate situation into a survivable one. And speed definitely matters. 6 knots is fast enough to actually make progress against currents and get clear of a disaster area quickly. And what about that ability to tow a fully loaded life raft at 2 knots? Well, that's not just about one boat. It's about making sure everyone has a chance to survive together. Now this right here is just incredible engineering. The crankshaft is the engine's main rotating heart, its backbone. This rule means that even if waves are crashing over the side, even if the boat is swamped with water, the engine's core is designed to just keep on running. I mean, that is the very definition of resilience. Okay, let's shift gears. We've gone from escaping a sinking ship to fighting a fire on board. Because, real safety isn't just about getting away, it's about preventing the need to in the first place. And we're talking about the last line of defense, the CO2 fire extinguishing system. So this isn't just a fire extinguisher, it's a whole automated system. When a major fire is detected, usually in a place like an engine room, the entire space is sealed off. And then, bam, it's flooded with carbon dioxide gas. The CO2 suffocates the flames by displacing all the oxygen. And of course, SOLAS has very specific rules for the room where all that CO2 is stored. It has to be a dedicated space, not some random storage closet. The door has to open outwards so a pressure change can't trap someone inside. And the ventilation system has to pull air from the bottom because CO2 is heavier than air and can form this deadly, invisible pool on the floor. Now, this is the minimum amount of the system's total gas that must be discharged into that sealed space. The goal isn't just to fight the fire, it's to completely overwhelm it, to radically and instantly change the atmosphere in that room so the fire has nothing to breathe.
And it has to happen fast. 85% of the gas released in under 2 minutes. That is fast enough to smother a fire before its intense heat can cause major structural damage or, even worse, spread to the rest of the ship.
So, okay, we've jumped from a lifeboat engine's crankshaft to a CO2 room's ventilation. But what do all these super specific, technical details really add up to? What's the big picture here?
This is it. This is the key takeaway. On the open sea, which can be completely unforgiving, safety is never ever an accident. It's not luck. It is the direct result of a formula, one that's been meticulously calculated and written down in regulations like SOLAS, all based on decades of hard-earned experience.
So you see, these aren't just arbitrary rules. They are lessons paid for in the past, written in the language of engineering. Every single one of them, from the flashpoint of fuel to which way a door swings, is a silent guardian, an invisible system working around the clock to protect lives at sea. And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? From the buildings we work in to the planes we fly, what other invisible rule books, born from history, are silently keeping our world running and protecting us every single day? See you next time with interesting topics.